Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. This is the Daily Dish with yours truly, Ron E. Bradley. And I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day. Whether that's this morning with me and here on the East Coast, or if you're maybe in the earlier, it was like super early in the morning. You're on the West Coast and it's like 6:30. Or maybe you're on the other side of the world and it's the middle of the afternoon, middle of the night. I don't care when you're watching. I hope that you're having a phenomenal day, phenomenal time, phenomenal week. It's going to be a phenomenal weekend, that's for sure. Speaking of the day, as of the recording and live streaming of this, today is the 21st day of the month of May, end of the year of our Lord 2025. Wow. Time, she is a flowing. She is a flowing. They are a going. And we have some people in the chat already here a little bit early. Did I get started? I think I was maybe a couple minutes late getting this thing off the ground today. I was running a little bit behind. About 20 minutes ago, I was just in the bath in the shower trying to get ready. I gotta actually find. I'm looking for a couple of different. There's a particular story that I'm looking for that I found this morning, but on a different device. Oh, Jackson. And I do. Am I hearing my voice out there? All right. I think this is the one that I was looking for. Yes. All right. So we got that. We're good to go. Good to go. Let me put this on. I'm going to do this. Going to get rid of any sound. We don't want sound on the extraneous tabs. And I think we're connected in all the ways that we need to be connected. I'm wobbling a little bit. I just noticed that when I do this, probably makes the whole table wobble that my camera's sitting on. I'm going to do a camera adjustment for a moment. So you're gonna see this stopped just for a minute. I'm still here. You can still hear my voice. I think that did it. It's not much of an adjustment, but it's enough to get rid of the green screen wasn't covering everything that I needed it to cover. Oh my goodness gracious me. So yes, Kelly Clarkson is going to be at Epic today. Jonathan, the only place that I've ever seen Kelly Clarkson in person, in public, perform, and I have, so I've had that opportunity, was great, and that was actually at Universal Studios Orlando. So I think she has a good relationship with Comcast Universal. That would be, I don't know who, I mean, I know she has a show, and I don't know what she's on, but yeah, I mean, Comcast, they ought to take every opportunity to promote the heck out of Epic Universe opening. It's a huge thing. There should be fireworks. There should be it should be an absolute blessing. I could probably see the fireworks from my house if they do fireworks tonight, and I'm hoping that they do. That would be very, very cool. I don't know if it's going to be tonight, tomorrow night. Could be both. Could be all weekend. I have no idea what they're going to do as far as the fireworks shows are concerned, and I don't know where they set them off from. But Kelly Clarkson's a great performer, and it was fun. I think it was 2009 or 2010. It might have been 2010 during the Mardi Gras season at Universal. So a lot of fun, that's for sure. Let me say hi to everybody, and guys, thank you all so much for coming in, liking the stream. By the way, if you haven't liked it, hey bud files, good to see you. If you haven't liked it, oh look, my beautiful wife is in the chat. Yay! Congratulations on her channel is rocking and rolling. She's probably going to pass me in subscribers soon, which is awesome. I think it's fantastic. She's a totally different format, and a lot of fun. She has a ton of fun with her subscribers and viewers on her live streams, doing Happy Meals, Minecraft, all kinds of fun things, makeup, nails. It's just lots of fun, but it's primarily in Spanish most of the time. So a lot of good things about Virginia Bradley Adventures. Go check it out. Go check it out. Yes, indeed. Especially if you speak Spanish. But anyway, thank you guys all for being here today. I appreciate that. You guys know, man, I tell you, I can't tell you how many days I wake up and go, man, I really don't want to do the show. Mornings are hard for me. I put the show in the morning to motivate me, but it's not the show that motivates me. It's you guys that motivate me. It's you. You are the 1.21 gigawatts. You're the energy. You're the energon that makes this guy into a transformer, into like an Autobot, a Decepticon that gets me to transform and roll out of bed to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
I love Venezuela. Look at this. I love a Venezuelan. Aye. So let's say hi to everybody that is in the chat. Hello. First come through the door was Snortapoopus Cuber. Hello, humans and other coeters. Hello, Snortapoopus Cuber. I love a good polar bear. Says follow the Bradley Son. By the way, click the like button on your way in if you haven't done that yet. Make sure you click it. Don't click it twice because then it unclicks it. That's not good. Click it just the once. Make sure that the like stays. So it's good. Dan's Life at the Kingdom. Good morning, everyone. This is going to be an epic stream and week. So, yes. So we're going to be talking about, like, I love the show today. The show today is all positive. There's nothing negative in the show today. There's no bad news in the show today. It's all good news. How exciting is it to have a weekend when I can actually report on good news out of both theme parks and pop culture and even Disney. Good news. Wow, like, how crazy is that? It's good news. We like the good news. For all the news, it should be fun. And yes, and Dan's Life of the Kingdom, go and Shogi, shout out Dan's Life of the Kingdom channel. Follow him tomorrow as he will be live at Epic Universe, probably before I wake up. I think he's starting at 7:45. He is going to the first grand opening official day of Epic Universe tomorrow. So shout out to Dan. We were hanging out together at the pass holder preview day, and now he's going on the opening day. Very, very cool. Braylon Lee says, I got my channel ready for the watch party tonight at 5:45. What's going on at 5:45 tonight? 5:45 is usually when I drop my commentary individual videos that are not the live stream videos. I'm not sure which one is going out tonight at 5:45, but that doesn't matter because people can watch those at any time. Braylon Lee, Dan's Life at the Kingdom. Braylon Lee going back and forth. And Jonathan says, hi, Ron, on the road through Indiana, then to Kentucky, then tomorrow on to Orlando. Yay, coming down from Chicago. Boy, be careful on the road trip, man. I just did a road trip, and it's just scary what you see out there. I don't really like doing road trips anymore. They can be fun, but traffic, it's just so much worse than it used to be, like everywhere. Thank you for the show today. Spiritual motivation to get ready for Florida. Hopefully I'll see you down here in a couple of days and we can hang out. Let's see. I got 3 shows to do today. I was not going to miss streaming the grand opening celebration live. Oh, is that what they're doing? Like, how are they doing that? I'll check it out. Not gonna miss it either. Debating about going down there and see how close I can get. What, like, are they doing it on a universal channel? How does that work? Maybe I'll release today's video at 5:15. What the heck did I just hear? That was weird. Hi everyone, how's everyone's day? Will you cause mischief like Stitch or be kind like Ron? Be like Stitch. Jonathan doing good. Is Epic's grand opening day is officially tomorrow. So today is like a big media push day. I think they were live on the Today Show from Epic Universe today. Gerard Butler's there. Kelly Clarkson is there. The guy that owns Nintendo or the president of Nintendo is there. There's a ton, and I think there's more celebrities than that. Other people have talked about. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. Thank you, that service dog. Yes, indeed. Don't forget to hit that like button, folks. We got to get this stream out to as many people as possible. I would love to see this stream get numbers of I would like to see 30, 40, 50 people watching by this summer. The only way that happens if you tell a friend to watch this stream. It's so important, guys. The YouTube algorithm is not fair to shows like this. I'll be honest with you. It just isn't. It's just not in the cards. So tell somebody in the other streams that you watch, the popular streams, hey, if you want to start off your morning right, check out the Daily Dish with Ron. I hate to self-promote, but I have no choice. We got to get this stream out to as many people as possible. And unfortunately, self-promotion ain't anybody else I got to do it. So I got me and you. We're a team. We're teaming up here. Come on, guys. Equus Hart says, morning, everyone. Good morning, my dear friend, Equus Hart. I'm somewhere, but I forgot to tell myself where to find me. Kelly Clarkson is going to be an epic. Yes, indeed. Tapes and content, Jimmy Fallon. Oh, Tonight Show from Universal Orlando. Ooh. I wonder if you probably have to be there already in order to have gotten tickets to that show, the Tonight Show. Good morning to my beautiful wife. Good morning, everyone. She's up and at Oh, I need to watch Jimmy's show tonight when I get to my hotel. Yay! Regular TV is a weird thing. I'll be watching snippets of it on YouTube. The Bud Files. Good morning, the Bud Files. Good morning for the Bud Files. Congratulations on your channel, Virginia. Let's celebrate at Cracker Barrel when I get there. Hey, that's a good idea, but you got to come to our Cracker Barrel, okay? Because we live walking distance from a Cracker Barrel. So I know your Cracker Barrel, when you get out there, is like way out on 192, about by Animal Kingdom. You got to come to ours. That would be perfect, though, man. Cracker Barrel's great. Live primetime special should happen on NBC and streaming live on Peacock. No word if they're going to do that with Jimmy Fallon. He may do a show tonight. Yeah, I've got to figure out. I haven't even looked at all of the Epic. I don't know, for some reason it slipped my mind that, of course, obviously Comcast, NBC, they own it. So, of course, they're going to have all these tie-ins. So I didn't even think about all of the different media tie-ins to the Epic Universe opening. I think it's an amazing thing. We're going to talk about something else, about possible announcements that they might have. Going Shogi! Another great wrench is here. And Snorted Poopas, of course, says, waking up is hard to do. It is, absolutely. It is. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Love you, love you, love you. There you go. Hug the like button until its ribs crack. My goodness gracious me. So Dan's Life Kingdom says, here it is, Universal Resort or Orlando Resort live stream on YouTube, 5:45 for the blue carpet event. The blue carpet. I should be on the blue carpet. Hanging with Eric and Raph is here from Germany. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere, kind of. Cracker Barrel. It's, you know what? It's I inevitably, every single time at Cracker Barrel, inevitably end up ordering the chicken and dumplings because that's what they're known for. How can you go to Cracker Barrel and not get the chicken and dumplings? But the other thing is, I love living close to a Cracker Barrel because the store is so cool. That's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite Cracker Barrels is the one in Nashville, Tennessee, just across the street from the Opryland Hotel. Let's see, we got Braylon, we got Snortapoopas, we got Dan's Life, we got Hanging with Eric and Raph, and I think I said hi to everybody. We're going to add this to the stage and let you know that we do have expires today. Save 10% on 3+ products from the Spread Shop. Go and Shogi, feel free to share out the Spread Shop link because people might be watching this on the replay. If you're watching this on the replay, down below, comment replay gang. You know, my arms are starting to get flimsy again. I gotta you know what? Today, I'm promising you guys, baby, I know you're watching this. Clear the area out. I am going to work out today. I got to do it. I got to get back in shape. I think it starts today. Yeah. Anyway, make Disney Waltz again. There's our stuff. And then there's the Finding Fedora Finds merchandise, and of course, follow the Bradley's Fun family logo, family avatar, family whatever you want to call it. Yes, indeed. Yes, baby. Let's go there. So Dan says, I'm definitely going to miss out on Lilo and Stitch, but next week, my plan, we're going to see Lilo and Stitch tomorrow. So you're going to be at Epic. We're going to go see Lilo and Stitch. I'm going to report on that tomorrow night on the Pro Show. And there we go. So, I just realized that I've got the Pro Show background on. I forgot to change it from yesterday. Did you guys notice that? Let me see. I think there's a way that I can change the background. My bad. That would confuse people that I'm on WDW Pro right now. There we go. There we go. I'm like, I forgot to change. I should have like that Park Place and Pro background. And this one I'm probably going to change. Make it a little bit more dynamic than it is. There it is. Go and Shogi's. Check out all the Sharp merch and Follow the Bradley's Fun store at Follow the Bradley's Fun, myspreadshop.com. Oh, thanks. Sounds good. Appreciate that. And let me see. Oh, look, there's a new thing. Now, guys, when you chat, it's going to show up on your screen for a minute because there's a new thing that they're doing. Somebody chat just to see I want to see how it looks. I'm going to take it off. Yeah. Oh, now I see it. That's just going to double up on how it's going to look if you're watching it on a TV. That's so small. It's so small. All right, I'm taking that off. I don't like it. Giant screen, need lights for it though. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, you have a green screen. I don't have lights on my green screen. I have no lights on my green screen. And the funny thing, so Erica, so what you see behind me, like you've got, that's a green screen, right? Can I do this? So you can see there's my set that I use, like when it's not green screen, and this is just hanging over the set. little behind the scenes Hollywood magic that's not in Hollywood. Hi, Mom. My mom is here. She's in the chat. Oh, golly. Anyway, um, before we get to our first story, I want to. I have a really tiny goal, a really tiny goal, today, and it is one super chat. It's pretty easy. I'm like, they won't let you set a goal for like three. It's either one or five. I'd love to set three or four, something like that, but they won't let you do it. YouTube's weird. The other thing that they still haven't done yet is I really want them to set a stream goal, not just for supers, but for memberships and gifted memberships on the chat. Anyway, I really hope that they do that. Okay. But I love you guys. We celebrate you guys here on the channel. Whenever we throw down a celebration, we want you to celebrate with us. That's the with dance emojis. If you're a member of the chat, you can use or a member of the channel. You can use the custom emojis. If you're not a member, use dance emojis. Right now, we want to get as many members as possible. We are holding a contest kind of in the background, not really a big announcement for it, but it's for the Figment bucket. We got to get to 100 channel members. When we get to 100 channel members, I am giving away the Figment popcorn bucket that was so popular in the year 2020. Was it 1 or 2? 2022? Anyway, it was huge popular. And I have one to give away. But right now, I think we're sitting at like 39 members of the channel. So we're going to need a lot more members of the channel. We've gotten up to 80 something. But we need to get back up, get our numbers back up as far as the memberships are concerned, over 100, and we give away the Figment bucket. Now, how that works, if you're a member of the channel, you're going to get an entry. If you have become a member on your own, you get at least 2 entries. And then your entries will go up via the level of membership that you have. And it also goes up that if you've given a gift membership, because I can see that in the back office area of YouTube, you get an entry for every single gifted membership that you have given. So the more you contribute, the more entries you get. And when we get to 100, we're going to give that away. But if we get to 1 super chat today, we're going to have a celebration. What does a celebration look like on this channel? Well, if you buy something from the spread shop and you let me know in the chat, PayPal, buy me a coffee, super chat, super thanks, super sticker, somebody becomes a member of the channel, or we have gifted memberships. Any of those things we're going to celebrate, and a celebration is going to look a little something like this. Well, that's something I could do. I could have the chat show up just during the celebrations. Oh, that I could do that. Yeah, it's got this little thing above where it says show comments on the stage, and I can put it on or take it off, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice. If StreamYard only had 4K in the parks, that would be awesome. There's my beautiful wife is celebrating with us today. Okie dokie artichoke. So we are going to be talking about Epic Universe. We are going to be talking about Lilo and Stitch. And we're going to be talking about Mission Impossible. We're going to talk about all of that. Last year, one of the biggest movie weekends of the summer was Barbenheimer. Yes, that was the time when Barbie and Oppenheimer were released at the same time, and people made a double feature out of it. Well, this year, this Memorial Day weekend, we've got StitchPossible. I didn't call it that. Somebody else called it that, but it's Lilo and Stitch live action and Mission Impossible, and it's looking like most likely the biggest box office weekend of the year. The weekend itself beating out Minecraft. Will either one of these individual properties beat out Minecraft's opening weekend? We don't know yet, but it is certainly possible. We are going to check out this story, and this one is actually out of Screen Rant. So we're going to put this on the screen. I don't always go to Screen Rant for everything because they often have, let's just say, a spun opinion. But this one, I mean, the facts are in. It's the projections are great for both Stitch and Mission Impossible. So that's why we are looking at this one out of Screen Rant. The StitchPossible weekend is here, and box office history suggests it could be record breaking. Oh, and look, it's Stitch, and I'm trampling through the sand. All of these sand structures have to go. Giant Stitch, trampling through sand. Okay, yes, that image is via Disney. All right, the story is by Bill Dubiel, and apparently just published 5 hours ago. The first truly significant box office clash of 2025 will see Disney's live-action remake Lilo and Stitch square off against the potentially final film in Tom Cruise's long-running action franchise, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. And they could yield a record-breaking Memorial Day weekend if history is any indicator, following in the footsteps of past combo weekends like the Barbenheimer and Glicked phenomenon. Memorial Day weekend 2025 will see StitchPossible. Who names these things? How about Mission Stitch? Set the stage for a summer loaded with tentpoles after an inconsistent beginning to 2025, to say the least. Inconsistent. It's been outside of, I think Sinners is doing well. That's something I would see at the movies, just myself, just because I'm not a horror flick person. And Minecraft, which I did go see, everything else has been just a dud at the box office. So to say that it has been inconsistent, it's been a dud. After an inconsistent beginning of 2025, the holiday weekend could act as a reversal of fortunes for the domestic box office. By the way, let me know in the comments below your opinion of the box office so far this year. I'd love to hear what you have to say. As if the prestige of 2 movies at the top of the class weren't enough, Memorial Day weekend has a history of producing excellent numbers at the box office. Disney has taken the top slot on Memorial Day weekend with its live-action remakes before, and Tom Cruise's critical and commercial juggernaut Top Gun Maverick debuted on Memorial Day weekend. In fact, there is plenty of reason to believe that not only can Lilo and Stitch: The Final Reckoning lead a particularly deep roster of movies to an excellent box office haul, they could be headed for record-breaking numbers. I'm starting that paragraph over again. As if the prestige of the 2 movies at the top of the class weren't enough, Memorial Day weekend has a history of producing excellent numbers at the box office. Disney has taken the top slot on Memorial Day weekend with its live-action remakes before, and Tom Cruise's critical and commercial juggernaut Top Gun Maverick debuted on Memorial Day weekend. In fact, there is plenty of reason to believe that not only can Lilo and Stitch and The Final Reckoning lead a particularly deep roster of movies to an excellent box office haul, they could be headed for record-breaking numbers. That is indeed too. So let's look at this. The box office projections point to a record-breaking Memorial Day 2025. This particular movie combination could yield an all-time high. Love this picture of Tom Cruise doing all his own stunts. That's what he's known for. the man, the myth, the legendary actor. Early box office projections for Lilo and Stitch have it leading the weekend with an estimated domestic haul of $120 million. However, those numbers may be particularly conservative given that Disney has since gone all in on promoting the movie. Their confidence in the remake of the 2002 animated classic was apparently well-founded, as it debuted with one of the best Rotten Tomato critic scores for any Disney live-action remake at 74%. It seems reasonable to estimate that positive word of mouth, along with eye-popping pre-sale numbers, could push it past $140 million in its opening weekend. I don't really know about that. We're going to see it tomorrow as a family. Are you going to see it? Let us know in the comments. Are you going to see it opening weekend? Are you going to see it at any time? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. Are you going to see Lilo and Stitch this weekend? What are your plans? All right, so this goes through the live action remakes, the top ones, blah, blah, blah. For comparison, a Minecraft movie. Okay, that Minecraft movie opened in April to well over $160 million without the added benefit of a holiday weekend. It obliterated its box office projections and is well on its way to grossing $1 billion. Now, while Minecraft did have a large and passionate built-in audience due to its video game source material, Lilo and Stitch may see a similar built-in factor in the nostalgia of millennial parents who grew up in the animated with the animated original. While it's probably ambitious to expect it to match Minecraft, the $120 million estimate seems far too low, in the opinion of whoever wrote this for a Screen Rant. My guess, I would think $120 million, just from what I've seen since I've been doing this, probably right on the money. It could be a little bit low, could actually be a little bit high. The reason I would say that it could be a little bit high is just because of Disney itself. Disney has not been Disney's reputation has been tainted over the last few years, and I think some people, just generally speaking, now stay away from Disney regardless. I think it's good that Disney does something good, because they know they need not just an individual win with something like a Lilo and Stitch. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it is a win for the company, but they need to learn from a win like that if they get it, and then repeat that. Not stop giving us the junk that they've been giving us the last few years. Now, the largest Memorial Day weekend domestic box office gross came in 2013 at over $314 million. It was headlined by the all-genre covering quartet Fast and Furious 6, Hangover Part 3, Star Trek Into Darkness, and Epic, which, ironically, another Epic will be opening this weekend. Just not a movie. All right, so now we move on from Lilo and Stitch to Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning has an early box office estimate set around $80 million domestically for its holiday-assisted 4-day opening weekend. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 disappointed at the box office to the tune of $54 million domestic opening, but it lacked the holiday boost and draw of being the franchise's final entry. The other thing is that I believe it went up against a couple of other big box office entries and didn't really have its own weekend. Now, yes, it's going up against Lilo and Stitch, but it's an action movie. It's a different genre. So, and it, people like me, I might be going to see both this weekend. So, even if The Final Reckoning doesn't exceed expectations in any way, it would still combine with Lilo and Stitch to yield the largest Memorial Day weekend 2-movie combination ever, and could push for one of the highest Memorial Day weekend hauls, period. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see, is how the Memorial Day weekend in general does this weekend. Past Memorial Day openings prove why this year's big combo will be so successful. Combining a high-profile family film and four-quadrant blockbuster has yielded huge dividends. And Stitch make fun. Stitch make happy. Stitch squirt face. Yay! I got it in my Stitch voice. On 4 other occasions, Memorial Day weekend has yielded 2 different movies that each grossed at least $60 million domestically. In 2004, Shrek 2 and the disaster epic The Day After Tomorrow both hit that benchmark, while the phenomenon was repeated in 2005 with Revenge of the Sith and Madagascar, 2007, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End and Shrek the Third, and 2011, Kung Fu Panda 2 and The Hangover Part 2. In each case, the holiday weekend saw a high-profile animated family film go head-to-head with an adult-oriented action spectacle or comedy movie. The combination of Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible Final Reckoning lines up perfectly with what has worked best in the past on Memorial Day weekend, as once again, highly anticipated family film will match up with adult-oriented action spectacular. And both movies carry a nostalgia factor, which should help immensely. While they might not act as a double feature opportunity like Barbenheimer or Glicked, I didn't see any movie that I don't think Glicked or Glicked or whatever they're calling that. I don't think it was nearly as good as they want to make it out to be. They will provide near total cover all for the movie-going public from a demographic standpoint, just as the past successful Memorial Day weekends have. So, yes. Now, it's funny because earlier they said it wasn't so bad, and now they're saying a huge Memorial Day could save 2025's miserable box office start. And they feature this picture of Rachel Zegler as Snow White looking surprised, as if she didn't know her Prince Farquaad haircut would be an issue. By the way, the least of the issues with her in the Snow White movie. And yes, it has been. This is much more accurate than they've contradicted themselves. This is why I don't always use Screen Rant, because they contradict themselves. But yeah, they say now, earlier they said, wavy. Now they're saying it's a miserable box office star, which, by the way, I'm glad they course corrected it, but still, I think it's kind of funny. But they're going on. I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on this weekend and how it's going to go. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Are you going to see Mission Impossible this weekend? Are you going to go see Lilo and Stitch this weekend? When this particular individual video releases, it should be the 22nd of May, and I want to know, do you have movie plans at all this weekend? How does it compare? Let me know. What are you going to do? And do you think this Memorial Day weekend is going to blow up at the box office? Let me know in the comments below before you go out the door. Yes, indeed. And Tommy Doyle, he's coming in hot with I will see Mission Impossible tomorrow. Sean, artist formerly known as John Cusack, thank you for being here today. Have you come into this one? I think you've been here before. I know I see you all over the place and all the other TPM, not TPM, That Part Place videos and WDW Pro. And I think I've seen you here. Oh my gosh, Tanner Stanley, Tanner's here. There's new people in the chat. It's like this is great, and I'm glad to see all the people here. I want to get something Stitch for my 6-year-old cousin. Will Epcot and World of Disney have new merch for the movie opening? I don't know. They should. I would imagine there's Stitch merchandise everywhere, Jonathan. You should be good. Tommy Doyle. Yes, both. Yes, both. My beautiful wife says yes, both. She wants to go to both. Let's see. I said something earlier you missed. Got heartbroken. Uh-oh. Did you have a breakup, Tommy? I am very, very sorry to hear that you got heartbroken over the weekend. Let me see if I can find it. Juliet's here too. Oh, I see Juliet in the chat. Yes, I miss a lot of chat when I'm doing the stories. Good afternoon. It's those places. Why would somebody break records? Let's listen to records and say, okay, so. All right, so this says, what happened to the top of your head? It's missing. I can't see it. Okay. That's probably when I was leaning over. All right, so Tommy says, "Hail everyone! I was recently fired from my movie theater job for allegedly being called over opinions of movies and public. I was broken and couldn't breathe over the weekend." Tommy, I understand exactly how you feel because being accused of something that you didn't actually do and then getting fired for it absolutely sucks. I have been there. And on one occasion, not only did I go there, but I got the job back, which was kind of awesome. You know, uh, it in one case, it was a different, it was a small company, and I was able to get the job back pretty easily because all we had to do was threaten legal action against them because they didn't go through any process, and the person who fired me wasn't authorized to do so. So that was good. But you know, the problem these days with being on the right is that everybody wants to believe the accusations of people on the left. It sucks. It's so wrong, and it's sad because no matter how wrong it is, ain't much you can do to fight it. So, I turned to YouTube. uh, I don't know if you may or may not really have a social media addiction. It's probably not what you think. So, but yeah, everybody, prayers for Tommy Doyle in the chat. To dump Twitter. Well, Twitter can be a cesspool. There are awful people on Twitter, by the way. So, I understand if everybody worries about safety. I don't worry about safety so much, but I don't worry about safety so much mostly for the reason that most of these cowards on social media who are out there, and they are cowards, they don't, there are people that are, some people on social media, there's strategic reasons why they don't show their face, and it has to do with what they do. But other people, it's not really a strategy. It's more of they're just cowards. They don't want to tell people who they are. They don't want to show their face because they're super afraid of what would happen to them if you met them in real life. And I stand 6'3", and I'm not a small guy. Let's just put it that way. So I'm not really that worried about it. And I will also do everything in the world to protect my family. So if you come after anybody in my family, don't think that you're going to like the results of how that turns out. Just saying. But in general, my advice, be good to everybody. Be loving to everybody. That's all. Jonathan says, I am joking. Not really. You're not really, John Cusack? Yeah, Jonathan's, he knows how big I am. I'm a pretty monstrously. I'm not. It's always funny when I'm usually the tallest guy around. So when I see a guy that's 6'5" or 6'6", Jay, drunk 3PO is like just, I think maybe a couple inches taller than me, and he's a big guy. And there's a couple other big ones, tall guys that you wouldn't think are so tall, but man, yes indeed. Hey, Tom, thank you, man. Jay is a tall, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, Jay's awesome. Jay is one of the best. We all love that guy. Love Jay, love Jeremy, love the Geeks and Gamers crowd. They're all good people, by the way. Beardo, the rest of them, all very good people. We got to get to this last story before we send you over to Culture Casino. Jonas, is Jonas tall? Jonas, it's funny. All I can tell you about Jonas is he is Obi-Wan Kenobi in a suit with glasses. Tom F, what is up, Tom F? Oh, you overslept. Well, that's because you did the show last night. I tell you, when you saw me, I wasn't kidding, Tom. I fell off. I was super tired, and I'm like, oh man, I was conked out, man. Before your show ended, ready for the grand opening stream. It's gonna be so interesting to see. We are looking for one super chat, or I will also do it if we have membership somebody buys a membership or gifted membership or anything like that, we want to do another celebration before we head out the door. And I'm not heading out the door yet. I got another story to do, but I'm just letting you know I would love to do that. The goal is 1 today. Guys, come on. Help me meet a goal of 1. It could be 99 cents. Anyway, whatever it is. And by the way, if you can't afford it, certainly don't do it. But whatever it is, I would definitely appreciate it. Wish to live in Florida, tired of Oregon. Believe me. Oh my gosh. Up till 4 a.m. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I hate those days when I can't sleep. All right. So we got to share this one. Let's see here. Okay. Uh-oh. I got to make sure it's not, the tab's not doing the thing. Should be okay. Should be okay. This is a big weekend. This is an epic weekend. Memorial Day weekend 2025. The weekend that Epic Universe opens here in Orlando, Florida. That would be the 22nd of May. It could have already opened by the time you've seen this video. That's a possibility. Well, with that opening, there are some interesting expectations of what we could see, what could happen. We don't know, but there might be some epic announcements, not just for what's opening on the 22nd of May, but for what might be coming in the future. So we're going to check this article out of thatparkplace.com. Please bookmark it if you haven't bookmarked it already. You even have the opportunity to become a VIP member so you can check out all of the articles that are coming out of thatparkplace.com. Very, very awesome website. Epic Universe might be about to announce its first big expansion already as New Universal Park prepares to open its doors. And let's dive into the actual story and see what that is about. And there it is, written on the 21st day of May by Ethan Becker. And there is the Epic Universe Chronos, as we put that on the screen. Epic Universe is not even open yet, and permits have already been filed for its very first expansion project. Universal filed a notice of commencement earlier this week for the South Campus, which is where Epic Universe is located. The contractor on the permit is Falcons Attractions, which, based on their website, specializes in immersive theater attractions as well as 4D dark rides. While we don't know what exactly this potential expansion is for or where in Epic Universe it's at, this notice does seem to line up with a persistent rumor for the park. Oh, look, it's Super Mario Nintendo Land. All right, for this article, let's focus on the dark ride portion, as this seems to line up with a long-standing rumor for the park. Rumors have been swirling for over a year now that a Luigi's Mansion shooting dark ride will be coming to Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe. I will admit, I'm very new at investigating Florida permits, so I'm not sure where on Epic Universe property this notice refers to. That means the location and type of ride are all rumors for now and should be treated as such. Take it with a grain of salt, if you will. The one thing that is likely, though, is that a new attraction from Falcons Attractions is coming somewhere in Epic Universe sooner rather than later. If this were to be for a Luigi's Mansion, that would be fantastic. I tell you, my son, he would go nuts. Super Nintendo World is by far the busiest land and can use expansion already. It would also be great because Epic could certainly use more indoor attractions that allow folks to get out of the heat. It also wouldn't go down in rain and would ultimately increase capacity in the park. Separately, over in the North Campus at Universal Studios Florida, a notice of commencement was filed to start construction on elements of the new coaster that will replace Rip Ride Rocket. It's widely speculated that this will be themed to the Fast and the Furious. The contractor for this project is PCL Construction, who is also building the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift Coaster at Universal Studios Hollywood. While nothing has been officially announced in terms of opening dates, it is worth noting that on both of these permits, the expiration date is 2027. That's pretty soon. So we've got a couple of big things that are very, very possibly happening at Epic Universe soon. I would love to know in the comments below, what attractions would you like to see come to Epic? They're opening with only 11 rides, which is kind of sparse, but it's more than Animal Kingdom has, and they've been open for like 25 years. So what other lands would you like to see? A Zelda? Would you like to see Luigi's Mansion? Would you like to see an expansion of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter? Or perhaps something else in Dark Universe? Or perhaps a whole different land? Maybe they could expand with another Jurassic World area, or I don't know what else. What would you like to see? Let us know in the comments below. What would you like to see come to Epic Universe? And are you excited about this new park? Are you going this year? Are you waiting till next year? Are you giving yourself a chance to go to Epic Universe at all or not? That's fine too. Let us know in the comments. Let us know down below before you go out the door. Yeah, Splash Mountain at Epic. That would be awesome. A Swamp Thing boat ride. Swamp Thing is DC. So do they get the rights for Swamp Thing with DC? I don't know how that works. We have only a couple of minutes left. There's a story that I didn't want to do that I think I'm going to do just for fun for you guys. I tell you what. One more fun story if I can get it, but I need to get at least either a gifted membership or somebody becomes a member, or one tiny little super chat, and I will do this really funny. This last one's it's funny. It's hilarious. I'm not going to put it up as a separate video on the channel or anything like that, but I will do it for you guys. It has to do with Peepaw Pascal. Let me know if you want me to do the story by giving me a super, any level super, even 99 cents would be fine, or in the chat, or a gifted membership, or somebody becomes a member, anything like that, and we'll do the story. Let me see if I can get it ready, just in case you guys do. Otherwise, we'll just discuss what's been happening so far. That's okay, too. Let me see what we got here. Kid Icarus, Shrek 5. Could be a Shrek thing. 23 of y'all in here today. It's all good, Tom. There we go. 99-cent super sticker. Technically, a super sticker doesn't count towards the goal, but I'll take it. I will take that, and we will. Let's do a little celebration on that sucker. Here we go. If you have custom emojis ready, please hit the custom emojis. Let's do that.
Too much? Too much. It's a birthday.
Oh, this is just the best of my scene. Tom F says, coffee and meds. I still need my brain to start. Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, guys. For the 99-cent super sticker, we're going to put the story on the screen. It's just funny. I'm not going to do the whole thing. You guys probably have seen it. Pedro Pascal caught on video dancing suggestively with rainbow-colored rod. Bizarre public behavior continues ahead of major Disney release. This is not something that I would normally even put on the channel. It's so far out there, and some of the stuff that he was doing with this is so not what I would call at all family friendly. Peepaw Pedro Pascal. There he is. Oh my gosh. This is by Marvin Montanaro on the 20th. Pedro Pascal was recently seen on video dancing suggestively and seemingly simulating licking a rainbow-colored rod. It was what the hey diddle day. Did you guys see it? Let me know in the chat if you saw this cringe video out there. Peepaw, Pedro Pascal may be the most in-demand actor in Hollywood right now for studios, not audiences. That's just so true. I'm like so over this guy. But his recent behavior is raising eyebrows for all the wrong reasons. I really liked him in The Mandalorian season 1 and season 2 because he didn't show his face very much, which was great. Really liked him with the helmet on. Apparently, with the helmet on, wasn't him all that much, actually. It just did a lot of voice acting for it. Just days after the Mandalorian star made headlines for telling Dakota Johnson she should start an account on a graphic subscription website and wiggle her toe for money. New footage has surfaced showing the actor dancing behind a DJ booth at an event in a rather suggestive manner. I'm not going to play it, keeping this stream as family friendly as possible, even with the story. In the now viral clip, Pedro Pascal can be seen dancing with a rainbow colored rod rising above his head, then pretending to lick it suggestively. The moment comes off as overtly performative and, for some observers, uncomfortably attention-seeking. The timing could not be more awkward. There's a picture. Ugh, gross, yuck. And by the way, it's real. It's not AI. This is actually him doing this weird thing. Pascal is currently riding high on Disney's investment in him as a future cornerstone of the Marvel and Star Wars franchises. He's set to play Reed Richards in the summer's Fantastic Four First Steps, reprising the leading role in next year's Avengers Doomsday, set to headline the first Star Wars theatrical release since 2019 in the Mandalorian Grogu film. This is a slate representing well over $2 billion in potential box office revenue. I don't think it's going to do that with him at the helm. But between toe-wiggling paywall jokes and rainbow rod party antics, some are beginning to wonder, is this really the public image Disney wants for its leading man? I don't even know. By the way, this is a regular story out of thatparkplace.com. Guys, this is just bizarre behavior and so just strange. Why are we doing this? I don't know. But I wanted to, you use the super sticker. I had to give it to you. Yeah. I don't know. Did you guys see it? Did you see the video? I'm not going to play it for you here. You guys have to go find it on your own, but it's super, super cringe. Yeah, it's yuck. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I was probably asleep by the time you guys got to that part of the show. And I'm really sorry about last night, but wow. Oh, use hand sanitizer before you hold that thing. Culture's getting going right now. Guys, I'm going to send you over to him. Let's look at this real quick. Thank you so much, Sean, artist formerly known as John. I'll just say Cusack. Let's see. 99-cent super sticker. Let's give you one more little celebration before I send you over to the guy who we're going to celebrate. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, that's fun. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Is that it's fun and it's funny, and we are going to send you off on a good note. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. We'll be back tomorrow. Check out all the epic stuff, Epic Universe, Epic Movie Weekend, Epic Everywhere, and videos dropping now daily on this channel for sure, because I'm putting them in the hopper and they're ready to go. We'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.